Hello folks, um, just wanted to get on here and do a little lesson. Some people, a few of you had requested me to show you all how to cross pick. In particular, a song I uploaded on one of my shorts. It was Worried Man Blues by the Stanley Brothers. Ralph and Carter Stanley that did that song. I don't know if they were the first ones to do it, but I believe they were the ones that brought a lot of popularity to that song. And their guitar player, who not a lot of folks talk about in the flat picking world, he's kind of forgot about a lot. His name is George Shuffler. And he's the one that came up with that cross picking style. Now, nowadays, there's more advanced styles and they do different things, alternate cross picking. But George Shuffler, who played for Ralph and Carter Stanley back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, he did 2 down, 1 up. So that was a style. All across all strings, just 2 down, 1 up. Of course, every once in a while he played, or, a regular lick or something like that. But for the most of his solos, it was 2 down, 1 up. You can, in fact, if you want to start practicing this, don't even worry about making any chords or doing anything. I would just start off at the E string and go to E and A, down, and then on the third one, if you notice you've already went down, this is basically like sweep picking, It's basically, you're sweeping, but you're only sweeping 2 strings. You're coming up on the third one, so down, down, up, down, down, up. And this took me a while to get this. I remember when I was younger trying to get this down, it felt impossible. So this is going to be a technique that it could take a while to get down for anybody, but once you do get it down, you can't unlearn it. So do this across all the strings. Then go down to your A, go A, D, and G, and then go down again until you get down. Do it everywhere. And then you want to try it with a chord. Try a D, because that's 3 strings, and that's actually going to be in the solo I'm going to teach you now. So get used to that. That's the right hand movement. 2 down, 1 up. That was what he made famous. Alright, so if you got that so far, if you already know how to do that, we can skip to the solo where he starts out right there, and then he bends on the G string like a half measure, half bend, not full step. Bends on the third on the G and then open, and then on the D string on the 2nd fret he hits that and then open on the D. Now when he hits that D, that open D right here, that's going to be the first note in your 2 down, 1 up sequence. So that's going to be starting off that 2 down, 1 up thing. So you're going to go right into it. If I can get this capo to work, I think I need another capo. I don't know what's wrong with this one. And by the way, when you're playing this part, you're going to be making somewhat of a G shape. That's what it should look like. So it goes. You see how it shifts there? So he's going 2 down, 1 up on the D, G, and B. He does it twice. He does it. And then on the 3rd time, he hammers on the D here, like this. So you got to practice that real slow. It's a shift. 3 times on the D, the G, and the B before he kind of he shifts to the G, B, and E. So just practice that. Do it again. A lot of times he'd play it, take his pick. Most people play here. George Schluffer get down real low on the strings. So next part, he's gonna do like this little double stop thing, but he's gonna everything's cross picking pretty much. So he slides into it. He's got his 2nd fret on the B with his middle finger, and you got the ring finger on the 3rd fret, of course, on the G there. G string, G and the B. But he's going to slide into it. That's it. Then I'll take you back to your G. So far. The last note on that little sequence there is that open B. It goes into the slide. After that, he does this little like partial F thing where he's fretting, taking his index and fretting the B and the E on the 1st, and then the 2nd fret is the G with the middle finger. So these are the notes you'll have. So after the slide, it goes, let's see. I forgot to tell you about that part. He does once on the G. So the slide, so. Once there. Now that little F I showed you, he basically hammers on the 2nd fret on the G string, and these other 2 notes need to be fretted as well, like I told you, because you're going to cross pick those. But it's basically like this chord. This whole chord is basically like a hammer on. You need to hammer it on. Let's see. See that? You can even practice that hammer on, and then do it once. Let's see. So you go through that little part once and a half, basically, and you one time, and then you don't do the up on this one. Hope that makes sense. I know it's probably going to be a little bit confusing. Just take your time with this. Watch this video a few times. And now he's going to take his middle finger off and actually stop barring the E, and all he's going to be worried about after that is the 1st fret on the B string. Alright, let me try it again. Show you whole thing again. Slide. One string there, fretted to B. And now he's going to shift down to start. You're going to start the 2 down, 1 up. After that, you're going to start on the D now and play the D, the G, and the B. So, and he goes through that part. Let's see. He goes through this part twice. Exactly. He goes through all 3 strings, 2 down, 1 up twice. And then the hammer on, starting on the B, 2nd fret, or on the D string, hammer on. So he does that one almost 3 times as well, but he doesn't hit the 3rd string. Yeah, he stops on the B string. So there's a lot of that going on in his style of playing, especially in the solo, where yes, it is 2 down, 1 up 90% of the time, but the rest of the percent of the time, sometimes he'll come a note short. So it's kind of confusing. Once you get the pattern down though, this will come natural. It'll come natural to you. And once you just got to get that sequence down. Now he's going back to that bend thing that he started out with. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so when he does that bend, he actually keeps the index fretted there. So it's the index on the B, 1st fret, and then of course the bend is the G string on the 3rd. That's what that is. So he's going through the bottom strings twice, and then back to the D, and then open G. And a little bend on that D string if you want. And then he does a little triple on the G string to kind of keep that syncopation, keep that rolling effect going. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So far we got. Okay, and now he's going to go up here to the 4th fret on the A string. So he was very smart with the melody, and he mixed it up well for being as simple as the style is. He goes down the real on the bass strings now instead of going, because you could, if you wanted to make it simple, start back on the A again and just play it over through. But he goes. So far we're here. We got this. Now he's going to shift. Shift your G string up. Keep that shape. Keep that same shape and idea. And just move it up 2 frets. 1, 2. And now your ring finger is going to bleed. If you play the G the way I did, your ring finger will be on the A string, of course, on the 4th fret, and you're going to 2 down, 1 up, but you're going to hammer on, of course, from the 4 to the 5th fret. And by the way, if you hadn't noticed, we're on the 2nd capo of this song. He goes through that twice, exactly. Hammer on once. So now we got this, if you play it all together. Let me start over for y'all. That's what you got so far. So after this, he does this twice. It ends with that open D. And that open D is still going to be ringing. Let it ring out, and then shift back, and then hammer on the D, and then 2 down, 1 up. Listen. I've never taught anybody how to cross pick, so I'm learning with y'all here. Let's see, twice on this. Yeah, okay, so he goes, so twice here, and then once on the hammer on, and then 2 down, 1 up. He does that one time where he's hammers on the 2nd fret on the D, and then the B and E, and the G and B. The D, the G, and B. He shifts real quick to the last 3 strings. So let me just do it slow. Same thing as before, almost. This is something you really have to, you're not going to get it perfect at first. You're going to have to use your ear. This is something that really comes down to practice. Getting that 2 down, 1 up. Like I said, once you get the sequence down and the muscle memory behind that, which is the whole learning process of cross picking, then the notes will come. But just try to get close to what I'm doing. And then do the slide again. And then he's going to do the slide again. And he's going to go through twice on that. And then this little run or step up. And then go to your D string, your D chord. And now take your index off. You're going to go through it 3 times perfectly. 2 down, 1 up 3 times. And then on the 4th time, you're going to take your index off. You got to use your ear for that. And it's a timing thing. It goes like this. That's actually a hammer-on, I believe he does with the pinky. It's kind of hard to get that hammer-on effect. So you can just pick it if you fret it rather, if you can't hammer it on. Right? And then the last little lead he does, which isn't cross-picking. I'm surprised he didn't try to cross-pick this part. Now you can hammer that last on, or listen, you can hammer from 3 to 5 on the G string, or you can just pick it straight. So we got this. Let's see, we'll start over. It's harder to play it slow, actually. Try it again real slow. I don't know if I can. faster. And then when you learn all that, yeah, however long it takes you, some of you folks play a lot. You can probably learn it in 20 minutes. Some might take a little longer. That's fine. If you have never cross-picked before, it's going to take you a minute. That's good. That's fine. I'm going to be on here every day, hopefully, God, Lord willing, to give you more tips and tricks and stuff and daily guitar licks. So make sure you subscribe. If you're not already, what are you doing? All right. And let's see here. So he does another song. George Shuffler does another one. It's called "Will You Miss Me," and it goes, "Will you miss me when I'm gone?" They played that one, Carter and Stanley, and that was a really good one. But later on, George Shuffler did his own album, and he played it a little bit more upbeat, and it sounded really good. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. So that's how he did that one. Yeah, once you get the two down, one up, two down, one up. That's all it is. And then you throw a little, or he would do, a little bend. But he wasn't too fancy. And back then, in that day, that was before bluegrass really got really fancy, and before the Tony Rice and all those cats that really kind of took the techniques to another level. But sometimes the way my ear likes it, I prefer some of the simpler stuff. It wasn't simple back then, by the way. It was cutting edge. I like the old players better, just me. But learn that one. If you learn cross picking, that's going to handle a lot of solos for you. You learn it well enough, and you'll be able to play solos to anything. You'll know where to go, because basically all you're doing is playing cross picking over the chords, and then you're changing variations of the chords, and then you might do a little run here every once in a while. Takes care of a lot if you learn how to cross pick. And of course, now you got the alternating, which is starting usually with the downstroke, down, up, down. Now, if I were to play that solo that I just showed you, or tried to, I don't know if I did so well, but that would be a little bit more difficult, and it wouldn't have the same rhythmic. The two down, one up kind of sounds like a horse, so like a gallop. It's more like a gallop. Not this kind. No, you don't want that. It more. But if I tried to do that solo with the other style, the modern style, it would sound like this. So it doesn't have that same gallop, I guess. And you could do this style way faster. I find that most people can do it faster. Alright, well, I guess I'll get off here, folks, and let you all practice. And let me do it one more time real slow. Let's go through it, and maybe I can hit all the notes this time. And go listen to what you're learning. Go get your ear on it as well. George Shuffler, Worried Man Blues. It's a live performance. They've played it a few different, but the one I'm showing you is off of a live performance with Carter Stanley. And if you find it's a black and white video, and if you find it, you'll know right away. And well, God bless you all, and I'll get on here, Lord willing, tomorrow and show you some more licks. I don't know what I got planned for tomorrow, but hopefully got some good licks. And well, since we're on here, I might as well, if you're frustrated with the cross picking, let me give you something right now that you can get. Let's see. I'll show you another ending lick. This one's simple. Doc Watson go-to lick right here. And then, so, the A string, one on the 3rd fret, hit it once, and then a double on the E string on the 3rd, and then one there, and then walk up, open, and then walk up on the 2nd and 3rd fret. Open A, and walk up on that. So, you can even double it up if you want. Add a couple extra notes in there. And then go to your E string, high E, 3rd fret. Let's see. So what you're doing there is 3rd fret and then open, and then 5 fret and then open. So basically, you can practice that. So now we got. Now comes for the bend. 4th fret, B string. And when you bend this, you're going to bend it up to the same pitch as the E. Or as far as you can get. If you got thicker strings, it might be kind of hard for you to get. You might be wearing out your fingers here. But when you bend it, you're going to hit both the strings and bend up until that B string reaches the pitch or close to it. You don't got to vibrato it or nothing. Just bend it up. Because it's going to be real quick. And then you're going to go back down, you're going to shift. And then go all the way down to your 1st fret, B. You're basically going to play, you're going to pick basically a C chord. So, B string, 1st fret, middle finger on the G, 2nd fret, and then open G, and then 2nd fret on the D. That's the perfect C right there. You ought to be able to get that. And start on the downstroke so you're not all lost. Hands on the downstroke. or you can go ahead and strum that last chord. I just usually hit the string. So let me play that for you in context, something how it would sound, something like Billy in the low ground. There we go. All right, folks, let me get off here. It's going to go an hour, and I'm sure you're getting bored, so I'll get on here later. God bless.